She's back! Welcome back to the Armchair Meddler, where I review news videos, usually of a sensational nature, and I give you my opinion. Even though you didn't ask for my opinion, that's what makes me the Armchair Meddler. Okay, guess who's back? Yes, America's favorite teacher. Okay. So let's see what we have. Award-winning National City teacher. Yay! Accused of forcible sex act on student appears in court. Boo! That's a boo for the forcible sex act because that is just horrible. But before we get into this video, I want to remind you that I have not watched it beforehand, so I will be experiencing it along with you for the very first time. But before we do that, make sure you're subscribed. Also press that like button. Now let's not delay. Let's get into this.
The National City school teacher accused of sexual misconduct with a child appeared in court today for the second time this week. CBS 8's Brian White was at the hearing to find out if Jacqueline Ma will be given another chance at bail.
34-year-old Jacqueline Ma makes her way into the courtroom for her second hearing this week. Her attorney, Mario Vela, urged the court to grant her a pretrial release.
It is simply unnecessary to...
Okay, so I know it's innocent until proven guilty, but I just can't believe that she gave up a classroom for the courtroom. My goodness.
Hold Miss Ma on a no bail hold. Miss Ma is prepared to accept any and all conditions that the court may impose.
The prosecutor insisted her no bail status should remain. She's accused of contacting the victim after she was first arrested using a messaging app with a special setting called Vanish Mode, and she's facing a witness intimidation charge.
We saw on a device that this minor had access to that this defendant, using a screen name that she previously used, attempted to reach out to this minor.
The defense disputed the accusation, saying she didn't reach out to the former student after posting bail.
I've spoken with Miss Ma, and Miss Ma irrefutably denies that claim.
The sixth grade teacher was first arrested last week at Lincoln Acres Elementary School on felony charges of sexual misconduct with a child. She bailed out of Las Colinas Women's Detention Facility, but was arrested again days later on additional charges, including possession of child pornography. Deputy District Attorney Drew Hart described what allegedly happened in the classroom between Ma and the then
So I'm thinking that the possession of the child pornography, I believe... quite possibly, maybe it's pictures of the victim, the alleged victim, maybe? Because in a previous video, this one now, I believe is the third video that I've done on this story. I believe that it say that this teacher, allegedly, that she was obsessed with this young boy. But let's continue.
12-year-old child, what he called a forcible sex act.
When you groom a child for months.
Whoa, hold on. Let's rewind this.
Charges, including possession of child pornography. Deputy District Attorney Drew Hart described what allegedly happened in the classroom between Ma and the then 12-year-old child, what he called a forcible sex act.
When you groom a child for months, when you get him alone in a location that he's been told his whole life is a safe place, that when you persist in sexual advances in that location after he tries to brush you off, that is duress.
After hearing arguments from both sides.
Dang. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, if this is true, basically this would constitute, I believe, rape. Yeah, if it's true, of course these are accusations, but basically claiming that she forced herself on this child. Wow, this is just unreal.
The judge ruled to uphold her no bail status.
She's a teacher, a position of trust, a position of authority, and again, she commits this child to engage in these sex acts as they were presented.
The National School District placed Ma on unpaid leave. According to policy, she cannot be fired unless she's convicted. Her classroom is considered a crime scene and will remain locked until the end of the school year.
Wow. Okay, so that classroom is locked up until the end of the school year. Could you imagine the students, her former students, I guess you should say, just being like, oh, why can't we go in the classroom? Kids are going to ask those types of questions, and it's like, what exactly do you tell those children? You know, the staff at the school, the parents. What exactly do you say? And then the thing is that this woman is all over the news. I'm sure in the hometown where they live, and it's like sooner or later some child is going to see this. I mean, the rumors are going to go around the school. That this is just, oh my gosh. Unfortunately, these kids have to hear and see this, okay? Like I said again, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, but man.
Brian White, CBSE.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay. Wow. So yeah, some pretty intense stuff there. Unreal. Man. Yeah, just I don't know. This sort of thing is just so bizarre to me, as I'm sure it is to you also. But anyhow, yeah, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Armchair Meddler. Once again, if you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also press that like button, and we'll see you on the next video.